So the election is over, and we spoke to people in downtown Kelowna, and the overwhelming message is that a lot of people are just hoping that we can all be friends again.
You just hope everyone's going to do their best to make the country a little better. So
I think that, any election causes a lot of uncertainty for citizens or consumers. So I think that overall for Canada, it's good that it's beyond us. We know we have somebody, whether you voted for him or not, to deal with the American administration. So I think it's a good thing that we have additional certainty to move forward.
I think it turned out well. I'm kind of happy with the turnout. The only thing I hope is that all the anger is alleviated. I kind of get annoyed sometimes at calling people stupid or libtards or any of those other kind of words that are just anger-based. That's kind of an American style of politics that I find. And I think that Canadians don't really like that, and they kind of spoke.
I think the one thing to remind ourselves is just be nice to each other. Like, it doesn't need to divide us. And I think that's the hardest part, is because people get so competitive about it. And they're like, well, if you believe this, then I don't want to be friends with you, and vice versa or whatever. And it's hardcore. I think at the end of the day, we're all people, right? Like, let's just be nice to each other. And
it's crazy in Canada. Like, so many people, I've got friends that are moving, like provinces and some out of the country.
Oh, you mean because people are upset about the result?
Everybody wants change. Everyone's saying change, change, change. Yet here we are yet again with the same thing.
I don't know. I'm feeling that I was not really sure about Carney at first, but listening to some of his speeches and watching us Canadians come together over the whole Trump issues, I think he might be all right. I feel almost like he's become a little more patriotic, maybe, watching our country come together over this situation.
We'll see what happens over the next few months, Once Mr. Carney gets his cabinet together in the caucus and names his ministers, and he's supposed to meet with Trump next week according to what they said on the news there this morning, so we'll see what comes out of that. But
what would your advice be? How do you get your way when you meet with Trump?
I don't know, maybe go in there with a dozen golf balls.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's very divisive at this point, I think, which is not what it used to be. I think when we were kind of left or right of center instead of so far one way, so far the other, it was a little easier for us to work as a country. And now it just feels like we're extremely divided again.
Let's hope people can kind of bring it together.
Yeah, a betterment of the city and the country, I think, should be priority one. But it seems like right now people just kind of want what they want, and people who didn't get what they wanted aren't happy, and the people who did are overly happy.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.